Hey everyone, Gabby here. Europe's grand cities are undeniably spectacular, but for me, the real magic lies in its charming small towns. These hidden gems offer a glimpse into the authentic heart of Europe, where time seems to slow down and traditions run deep. But remember, these towns aren't just open-air museums, they're living, breathing communities. So before you pack your bags and hop on that train to picturesqueville, let's talk about how we can explore these treasures responsibly. It's all about finding that sweet spot where we can soak in the local life without overwhelming it. We're going to delve into some simple yet essential tips to ensure our presence enhances the experience for everyone. Think of it as packing your good manners and a dash of cultural sensitivity right alongside your camera and phrasebook. Let's get started. Imagine strolling down cobblestone streets, the aroma of freshly baked bread wafting from a local bakery. You pass by flower boxes overflowing with blooms, their vibrant colors mirrored in the friendly smiles of the locals. These small towns thrive on a sense of community, a shared rhythm of life that has endured for generations. Our first order of business is to remember that we're guests in these communities. Just like you wouldn't barge into someone's home uninvited, we need to be mindful of the local space and routines. People live here, work here, and go about their daily lives. Respect goes beyond just volume control. It's about being aware of our surroundings and understanding that life in a small town often moves at a different pace. Engage with the locals, but do so respectfully. A simple bonjour or buongiorno goes a long way. By being mindful of their routines and customs, we can ensure that our presence is a welcome addition to the tapestry of small town life. One of the many joys of exploring small towns is stumbling upon those picture-perfect moments. Ivy-covered cottages, colorful storefronts, and hidden courtyards that seem frozen in time. But here's the thing. While those charming buildings might look like something out of a fairy tale, they're often people's homes, shops, or businesses. And just like you wouldn't want strangers peering into your windows or snapping photos without permission, we need to extend that same courtesy to the residents of these towns. Imagine this. You're enjoying a leisurely lunch at a sidewalk cafe, soaking in the sunshine and the ambience of the town square. Suddenly, a group of tourists swarms around your table, cameras clicking away, blocking your view and disrupting the peaceful atmosphere. Not exactly the idyllic lunch you had in mind, right? It's all about finding that balance between capturing the beauty of a place and respecting the privacy of the people who live there. Avoid peeking into windows, trespassing on private property, or blocking narrow streets with large groups of people. If you find yourself traveling with a group, try to break into smaller, more manageable clusters. By being mindful of our surroundings and respecting the boundaries of public and private spaces, we can ensure that our presence is a welcome addition to the fabric of small-town life. Picture this. You're wandering through a pristine alpine meadow, wildflowers dotting the landscape like confetti. A crystal-clear stream gurgles nearby, its melody harmonizing with the gentle breeze rustling through the trees. It's a scene straight out of a nature documentary, and it's easy to forget that these idyllic settings are often delicate ecosystems. One of the most impactful ways we can show our respect for small towns is by being mindful of our environmental footprint. Unlike larger cities, many small towns don't have the infrastructure to handle a large influx of tourists, so it's crucial that we travel responsibly and leave these places better than we found them. Always carry a small bag with you to collect your trash and dispose of it properly in designated bins. Whenever possible, opt for reusable water bottles, coffee cups, and shopping bags. Avoid leaning on walls, carving your initials into ancient stone, or picking flowers from public gardens. Stick to designated trails when hiking, avoid disturbing wildlife, and be mindful of fire hazards. These small acts of conservation might seem insignificant, but they can have a significant impact in the long run. By being mindful of our environmental impact, we can ensure that these charming destinations remain pristine for generations to come. Together, we can make a difference, one small step at a time. Imagine this. You're awakened by the gentle chiming of church bells, the sound echoing through the crisp morning air. Birdsong fills the air, a symphony of sweet melodies. As you step outside, you're greeted by the gentle murmur of conversations, the rhythmic clip-clop of horses' hooves on cobblestone streets, and the distant laughter of children playing. One of the most enchanting aspects of small town life is its unique soundscape, a tapestry of subtle sounds that create tranquility. Small towns offer a chance to escape the noise and reconnect with a slower pace. But this tranquility is a delicate balance, easily disrupted by loud noises. As visitors, we must be mindful of our volume, ensuring we don't shatter the peaceful ambiance. Consider exploring on foot or by bicycle. By being mindful, we contribute to the tranquility of these special places. Shopping small, dreaming big, supporting local businesses and artisans. Imagine this. You duck into a cozy shop, its shelves overflowing with handcrafted treasures. The scent of leather and wood fills the air, a sensory symphony that speaks of tradition and craftsmanship. Behind the counter, a weathered face breaks into a warm smile as you admire their handiwork. This is the heart and soul of small-town Europe, a vibrant tapestry of local businesses and artisans, each one adding their unique thread to the rich fabric of the community. By choosing to spend our money locally, we're not only bringing home unique souvenirs and experiences, but we're also investing in the economic well-being of these communities. Skip the international chains and big box stores. Seek out those hidden gems tucked away on side streets and squares, the family-run restaurants, the independent bookshops, and the artisan workshops. These are the experiences that make travel so enriching, the moments that stay with us long after we've returned home. By supporting local businesses, we're not just making a purchase, we're forging connections, creating memories, and contributing to the preservation of a way of life that's becoming increasingly rare. Remember, every euro, pound, or franc you spend locally is a vote for authenticity, for community, and for the preservation of the unique character that makes these small towns so special. Navigating cultural nuances, respecting local customs and traditions. Imagine this. You're invited to dinner at a local's home in a small Spanish village. The table is laden with tapas, the aroma of paella filling the air. Conversations flow as easily as the wine, and you find yourself embraced by the warmth and hospitality of your hosts. But as you raise your glass for a toast, you notice a subtle difference in their customs, a slight variation in etiquette that you hadn't encountered before. One of the most enriching aspects of traveling to new places is the opportunity to immerse ourselves in different cultures. But with this immersion comes a responsibility to approach these cultural differences with sensitivity and respect. In many European countries, a simple handshake suffices, but in others, a kiss on both cheeks is the norm. Pay attention to how locals greet each other and follow their lead. While casual attire might be acceptable in larger cities, smaller towns often have more traditional views on dress, especially when it comes to places of worship. Before snapping a photo of a local, always ask for permission first. By approaching these cultural nuances with sensitivity and respect, we can ensure that our interactions with locals are positive and enriching for everyone involved. Sharing the beauty, avoiding the crowds, traveling responsibly in popular destinations. Imagine this. You've finally arrived at that picture-perfect village, its colorful houses clinging to the hillside like a scene from a postcard. But as you step off the train, you're greeted by a sea of selfie sticks and tour groups. Finding a quiet corner feels like searching for a needle in a haystack. Some of Europe's most charming small towns have become victims of their own success. Tourism can bring economic benefits but also strain infrastructure. Consider traveling during the shoulder seasons. Spring and fall offer pleasant weather and fewer crowds. Wake up early to explore before the tour buses arrive. Choose a handful of destinations and immerse yourself in each one. By being mindful of our footprint, we can ensure these towns continue to enchant travelers. Preserving the magic, our role as responsible travelers. As we've explored together, Europe's small towns offer a treasure trove of authentic experiences, from their charming cobblestone streets and historic architecture to their warm hospitality and rich cultural heritage. But these treasures are fragile, easily overwhelmed by the influx of tourism. That's why it's crucial that we, as travelers, approach these destinations with a sense of responsibility and respect, recognizing that our actions have a direct impact on the communities and environments we visit. By embracing the principles of sustainable tourism, we can ensure that these charming towns continue to thrive for generations to come. So let's pack our bags with more than just clothes and cameras. Let's pack our good manners, our cultural sensitivity, and our commitment to leaving a positive impact on the places we visit. Remember, it's not just about the memories we make, it's about the legacy we leave behind. Happy travels, everyone! When visiting small towns in Europe, the goal should be to enhance the experience, not overwhelm it. By respecting the locals, preserving the environment, and embracing the slower pace of life, travelers can contribute positively to these cherished destinations.